Whoa! This is Bo Tiamat with a mix set? What? Yeah, for once I am doing a mix set instead of a fashion set. Um, I This is me testing out the fashion or the mix set. See, I'm so used to doing fashion sets. I don't even know what a mix set is. Um, but this is me testing it out to see if it actually worked, and this is this is my first time like testing it, and this was also my fastest run for Shigaru Magala, which, whatever. It's not like a world record by any stretch. Pros can do this way faster, but it's definitely my personal best. So I think the set is, there must be something good about the set. So now I'm going to go ahead and jump into what I used. Well, actually, first I'm going to talk about what the skills are. The skills that I have on this set: Critical Eye +3, Fire Attack +2, Weakness Exploit, Elemental Crit. I guess I also mentioned the reason I have Critical Eye +3 is because I have a 3-slotted weapon. If you don't have a 3-slotted weapon, you're probably only going to be able to get Critical Eye +2. But still, you're going to be able to get those other skills as long as you have a really good Talisman. And this is also good for any element, not just fire. You can get, because the elemental attack is based on your charm, not on any of the actual pieces of the armor. So you can use this with thunder, with water, whatever you want. You're going to be able to get those other skills. The only issue is that the charm that you're using needs to have the elemental attack that you want, so fire attack or water, whatever, +12, and then it needs to have 3 slots, because you're going to use those 3 slots for a tenderizer jewel, which is going to be how you get the weakness exploit on it, or on the set. So that's the one issue with it, is that it does require some luck or some charm farming, but that's how a lot of really good sets are anyway, so I don't think that's really much of an issue. Now on to the actual the weapon and the pieces of armor that I'm using. The weapon, I'm using the DLC weapon, the Eternal Star Blades, because they have very good fire element. They had the 3 slots, so I was able to get Critical Eye +3 using these. And they're just a pretty good weapon. Another really good choice, though, is the Salamanders, which is from like Hyperagnactor. That one you are not going to be able to get Critical Eye +3, but you don't need it anyway, because even with Critical Eye +2, it has enough natural affinity that you're going to be getting to, I think, actually 105% affinity. So a little bit of the affinity goes to waste, but it's still, it's a really good weapon. It has really good raw, good sharpness, good fire elemental attack. So either of those 2 options, I think, are the best to use with this set if you're going with fire attack. Now, the armor that I'm using are the Hayabusa Feather, EX Rathalos Mail S, Death Stench Grip R, Silver Solcoil, and the Escadora Sheath R. And then obviously I just have, decorations or gems, whatever, to get the skill points that I need. Let's see. Now, I guess I'll also explain, in case you don't know how Weakness Exploit works. The way Weakness Exploit works is when you're attacking a monster's weak point, you get an extra 50% affinity, and that is additive, not multiplicative. So if you have 20% affinity naturally, then it gets boosted to 70%. If you have negative affinity, like negative 20%, you could get it up to like 30% by attacking a weak spot. And then the main thing with this set is you're using the Weakness Exploit along with Elemental Crit to focus on your elemental damage by attacking a weak spot, which also means that you need to be using this set against monsters where their weak spot is also weak to elements. That's not always the case. One example would be like Mizutsune, where it's mostly weak to thunder is its front legs, but the front legs aren't actually a weak spot, so you're not going to be able to take advantage of the combo of Weakness Exploit and Elemental Crit. So that's part of why I'm testing this against Shigaru Magala, because one of his weak spots is his head, so I'm able to benefit from Weakness Exploit, and then it's like 20 or maybe 25% weak to fire. So the elemental crit was actually, you know, doing some damage. You can use this against, there's a lot of monsters that you could use this kind of set against, but you just have to make sure you know like where their weak spots are and where they are elementally weak. Because if you're not attacking the right space, attacking the right spots of the monster, a lot of the damage kind of goes to waste. I guess I can also mention some good options for dual blades for other elements. The Kirin dual blades are really good because they have really high lightning damage. I think the Nebel Snarf dual blades are one of the better water type dual blades. And then I think this actually works really well if you're able to get the I think you have to get like the worn blades, like you have to find them, and then you upgrade them into the Kushtala Deor dual blades, the Silhouette Sabers. They have 3 slots, they have really good ice, they're like one of the best dual blades in the game, for ice element at least. And since they have the 3 slots, you can as long as you have a good charm, you can get that critical eye plus 3 and the weakness exploit. So those are some other good options. I'm not sure if there's a good option for dragon. I think you would just go with like the Devil Joe dual blades or the Savage Devil Joe dual blades. But that is the set. I think I talked about everything that I needed to talk about. I also have a version that's similar, but instead of weakness exploit, it has just elemental attack up. It is definitely weaker for the most part, but if you struggle with attacking a monster's weak parts or weak spots, whatever, whether it's a specific monster or just monsters in general, that's another good option. I might do a video on it. I don't know, because it's weaker than this one is, or at least generally weaker. But you can let me know what you think of this set, and until next time, happy hunting. Peace out.